The following is rated S for spoilers. Have you ever wanted to be literally smothered under a mountain of anime? Did you like the plot of Nier Automata but wish it was 200 hours longer? Are you wondering where your weebiest friend has been for like 3 weeks? Well, wonder no more, because they've almost certainly been playing Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Discover the latest game in a franchise that uses the Final Fantasy model, where the games are only very vaguely connected to each other. And that's not even counting the Xenosaga games, which you basically needed a degree in wanting to be Japanese to play, meaning you get to hop into a brand new weeby world yet again, and this time roleplay a bunch of child soldiers who are also clones that only live for a decade. A setup that allows for all sorts of theoretically tragic angst that won't actually remind you of real-world problems. But don't worry, it still hits all of the classic anime tropes you've come to expect. Somehow, even in this world of genetically modified clone super soldiers, they still figured out how to have a fat kid, and then kill them off. A classic. Take control of a handful of kids from Welsh band camp.
Oh, bollocks!
As they travel the world to play the flute at dead people. A task you will spend like 1/4 of your game time watching them do. In a plot line that should be exactly what you're here for if you stuck around for all of these games, where you'll conquer the forces of evil with the power of friendship, developed through actual hours of the characters just sitting around and talking to each other, in a story that will keep you wrapped up in the deep metaphorical significance of everything. No spoilers, but the last boss is the literal embodiment of worrying about the future, which is the most Japanese thing I've heard since Pen Pineapple Pen.
Pen Pineapple Apple Pen.
Dive deep into the many systems of Xenoblade 3, from the innumerable side quests that will drive completionists into madness, and will definitely overlevel you enough to make the story missions feel like slapping around a preschooler, to unlocking the many classes, which you'll do by murdering your way through the alphabet, unlocking jobs that are half redundant garbage, looking at you, stalker, or if they're a soul hacker, unlock a whole new game-spanning grind all on their own, to kill all the unique monsters, which you'll stack on top of grinding out all your infinities and finding the 1 million collectibles. And that's all before you reach the endgame grind for gems, in a gameplay loop designed to keep you trapped for the natural lifespan of one of this game's characters. I'm used to the JRPG slog, but if I have to listen to how Lands wants something meatier for the 4,000th time, I might actually take out my own flame clock.
Hear that, Noah? Lance wants something a bit meatier.
Fumble your way through Xenoblade Chronicles 3's combat, where you'll have to command way too many dudes in real time, while you try to line up their different meters for fusion attacks, transform into the obligatory friendship robot, and set up elaborate combos like you're playing Devil May Cry, complete with the notifications that you're still pretty cool, while you try not to despawn your enemies or fall into a lake or something, in systems that feel the snappiest and most together in the series, that still sometimes devolve into an unknowable clusterfuck of particle effects and people screaming anime catchphrases. But don't worry, you'll probably catch on during the 7 months it takes you to actually finish this thing. And if that doesn't work out, you can just throw them into auto battles until they beat the game while you play Fortnite, I guess. So bust out that wind instrument and say goodbye to your friends and family for the latest in a series that checks all the boxes of anime sci-fi fantasy and will also provide an adequate substitute for having a real life to the target audience. Because no one loves a game about the power of friendship more than a dude who hasn't seen a human face outside of his own reflection in the loading screens in actual weeks. Solidarity with the cave dwellers. This is your hour. Starring I See Your Dead People, Big Bird, Metal Greymon, Nyada King, all according to Keikaku, Fire Hazard, and Plastic Surgery Chances. Flute Hero 3. You know, there seems to be something missing from this game. Oh, I know what it was. Big honkin' tittles. What, you think I forgot about number 2? We all remember your shame. Tell us what you'd like to hear in my epic voice in the comments below. Don't be part of the problem. Be the whole problem. Video games didn't ruin my life. life is ruining my video games. You have it on M for mini, but you gotta switch it to W for wumbo. All life begins with new and ends with new. In a world full of potatoes, I got a cucumber up my bum.